My goodness, guys, talk about a crazy green day on election day. Which honestly, I'm not too surprised. Nothing surprises me anymore. I thought there would be a little more volatility, maybe not so much green, but man, we are exploding across the board. The entire stock market went up today, and we have to break it down in this video. We're going to go over charts, stocks, earnings that just came out, and most importantly, I want to share with you guys data that shows how the stock market has performed under Republicans, under Democrats, under different presidents over time, because a lot of people are like, oh, a Democrat's going to win, I'm not investing, I'm not buying stocks. Or a Republican's going to win, oh, I'm definitely not buying stocks, right? So I want to share with you guys some hardcore data, but first, hit the like button. Do not forget to subscribe and snag up some free stocks from Moomoo. Once you open up your account and fund it with at least $100, you get 5 stocks and a $30 cash reward. And fund your account with at least $1,000, you get 10 more stocks, and overall, your uninvested cash for now will earn up to 8.1% APY. So guys, come on, what are you waiting for? Use that link down below or go to stocksurfast.com/Moomoo. And with that being said, cheers guys, let's get right into the video. So again, it's election day in the United States. It's going down, guys, and the entire stock market went bananas today. We're talking the S&P up 1.2%, NASDAQ went up 1.3%, the Dow Jones went up just over 1%, and we had the small caps index, the Russell, up almost 2%. You heard that right, man. Small caps crushed it today. The VIX went down 7%, and this was all in the midst of election day, where I thought, like I said in the intro, we might get a little bit more volatility, maybe not so much green, but again, nothing at this point surprises me anymore. So I'm not surprised that that we're getting what we're getting right now, and it's crazy, interesting times. I'm excited to see who actually wins the election. As of right now, we don't know. But it's going to be interesting. And how's the turnout? How is the turnout in your city, town, county, whatever? Here where I'm at, guys, man, every voting place or booth or whatever location was completely mobbed, man. I've never seen anything like this before. I don't know what's going on, but I'm curious. Let me know in the comments kind of what's going on in your area. But yeah, I've gotten a lot of comments about the election, how it's affecting the stock market, and I've gotten a lot of comments of people saying, "Oh, if Harris wins, I'm not investing. Oh, if Trump wins, we're going to have to do this or do that," right? So I want to share with you guys some hardcore data. We might as well do it right now before we dive into earnings that shows you exactly how stocks have done. In this case, the S&P 500 over Democrats, or under rather Democrats, and under Republicans over time. This will show you a lot that might put your nerves at ease if you're nervous to invest under whatever party, right? Whatever party ends up winning. And one big mistake you can make right off the bat is not investing because of who's president. That is one of the dumbest things that you can do. It's a wealth killer. You not investing because of who's in office. It doesn't make sense, and this will show you exactly why. So this right here is the S&P 500 performance over time under different presidents, and this is the compound annual growth rate. So right off the bat, under a Democratic president, the median compounded annual growth rate for the S&P 500 is 9.3%. So it's not the average, but it's smack dab in the middle, 9.3%. And I believe this is over a president's term, right? It makes sense. The Democrats' term, 9.3%. Now, under a Republican president, the median is 10.2%. So about 1% higher than the Democratic Party. All right, nothing crazy. I mean, it is better under Republicans, but nothing too crazy, right? So let me show you guys now the different presidencies. We've had a lot of presidents over the last couple of decades, starting off, well, I guess with this graph, what it's showing. Dwight Eisenhower. Dwight Eisenhower was president from 1957 to 1961, and he's a Republican, or was a Republican, and the median return, or the return in general under his presidency for the S&P 500 on average, compounded annually, was 8.3% under Eisenhower. Then came in JFK from 1961 to 1963. He's a Democrat, was a Democrat, and his return under the S&P under his presidency, 5.4%. Then we had a Lyndon Johnson, another Democrat, for 6 years, 7.6% return for the S&P 500. So right off the bat, in the 50s, 60s, we had 8.3 under Eisenhower, not bad. 5.4 under Kennedy, 7.6 under Johnson. Democrat, Republican, stock market did decent, right? Then we had Nixon. Richard Nixon came in 69 to 74. Stock market, 5.3% in the red. You heard that right. Under Nixon, stocks did not do well. He was a Republican, didn't do well. But then Gerald Ford came in and saved the day. 3 years under his presidency, the S&P did 10.4%. 10.4%, which is the best as of this video so far, in terms of the presidents that we've talked about so far. So Gerald Ford killed it. He came in, he saved the day. Jimmy Carter came in after, Democrat, 6.3%. Not the best performance, but not terrible. Nixon so far is the worst performance. Then we had Ronald Reagan, 81 to 89. He came in. Stocks did well, 10.2% under Reagan. Bush came in, the first Bush, 10.8% under Bush. So right off the bat, back-to-back, Republicans there, stocks crushed it. Then we had Bill Clinton, 15.2%, guys, from 93 to 2001. A lot of that was during the dot-com bubble, right? So Clinton is the best on the list, and he's a Democrat. Then after Clinton, we had Bush, negative 6.2%. George Bush, the second George Bush, right? His stocks did awful under him. From 01 to 09, negative 6.2%. That's very bad. Then we had Obama, 13.8% for Obama. Good, very good. The second best, or actually the third best, behind Clinton and Donald Trump. When Donald Trump was president in 2017 and 2021, S&P 14.1%. Pretty good. Second best here on the list behind Bill Clinton. And then we had Biden, Joe Biden, 2021 to now 11% for the S&P 500. Now, what can we gather from this, guys? It goes up and down under whatever president, right? Whether it's a Democrat, whether it's a Republican. That might have been a little long-winded there, but you kind of get the point. Stocks do what stocks do under Republicans, under Democrats, and guys, you can't base your investing. The moral of that part of the video is you can't base your investing on who's going to be president. I mean, that is not a wise thing to do. Could you be a bit cautious around election time because there's volatility, there's a lot of uncertainty? Sure, you can be cautious, but stopping investing, taking money out, not investing at all because of who's going to win president, or not investing whenever the president's elected under the presidency, under their presidency, not investing is not a good idea. It's just not, historically speaking, right? And that data right there that we just went over should show you exactly that. Now, we had a couple companies report earnings. SMCI reported, and it looks like their stock is tanking after the bell. So SMCI reported, let's see here, guys. Where the heck are their numbers? Are they even out here? Looks like they might have not reported yet. But it looks like preliminary net sales of 5.9 to 6 billion, non-GAAP EPS of 75 cents. All right, they see full year 25 net sales of 5.5 to 6.1 billion on EPS of let's see, 48 to 58 cents. All right, so I guess we didn't get their official numbers yet, but the stock is tanking on their preliminary numbers. It looks like we got Devon Energy's numbers. I'm actually curious here, guys, what they did. It looks like their stock's up a little bit, or at least it was. Now it's back down. Looks like Devon Energy reported $1.30 EPS versus $1.14, so they beat on EPS. Not really seeing anything here on revenue. It might be a bit too early for that. But those are two that I'm watching as earnings for them just came out. It looks like we had a bunch of stocks, obviously, in the green today. Looks like Coinbase had another green day. Actually, not another green day, a green day. And it looks like we're trying to fight back up towards $200 per share on Coinbase. So that went up over 4% today. It looks like we're bouncing at a higher low above the 180 SMA right here on the 4-hour chart. So let's see if we get more upside on Coinbase in the short term here, guys. I'm liking the way the chart is looking right now. We had stocks like CCL continue to push. Now we're in the mid 22s on CCL. Looks like it wants to go $23. Dare I say even higher? It looks like it wants to continue to push here. So CCL's crushing it. Amazon's pushing $200 per share. Looks like we have a cup and handle breakout playing out right here on Amazon. And just like that, guys, we're pushing all-time highs. We're breaking out of the wedge. Cup and handle's playing out. 200, 201 is right around the corner. So, guys, what do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Very interesting times right now that we're living in with the election, the economy, rates getting cut, earnings season. There's so much going on. So make sure to subscribe. We'll have a lot more content, and hit the like button. And shout out to everybody that's joined the Patreon, where I'm building out my portfolio. There's a Discord chat. I'm posting my charts and ideas throughout the week on Patreon. So if you guys are interested, make sure to join using the link down below in the description box, in the comment section, or by simply going to StasserFest.com/Patreon. Get in there, guys. You'll find a bunch of value. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you guys in the next video.